stay in the house. Lock the door. Slasher.
War cry, shots popping from the 4-5. South man is like a war zone, so you better get your tour guide. I was trying to live a good life, they were living on the raw side. Shots popping like a western, like something out of rawhide. War cry, big right hook to your jaw side. You ain't never been in no sword fight, catch more skins than a fortnight. Kick off your door in hinges, renegade warring linguist in this. Nothing can't cure this sickness, I got the back that's more than business. War cry, shots popping from the 4-5. Bodies dropping to the floor quick, better watch the way you talk, right? War cry, big right hook to your jaw side. Eat up the track like pork pie, man I get juice like courtside. War cry, let me hear your war cry. Watch the way you talk, right? Bang! You ain't never been in no sword fight. Shots popping from the 4-5. Let me hear your war cry. War cry, shots popping from the 4-5. South man is like a war zone, so you better get your tour guide. I was trying to live a good life, they were living on the raw side. Shots popping like a western, like something out of rawhide. War cry, big right hook to your jaw side. You ain't never been in no sword fight, catch more skins than a fortnight. Kick off your door in hinges, renegade warring linguist in this. Nothing can't cure this sickness, I got the back that's more than business. War cry, shots popping from the 4-5. Bodies dropping to the floor quick, better watch the way you talk, right? War cry, big right hook to your jaw side. Eat up the track like pork pie, man I get juice like courtside. War cry. You ain't never been in no sword fight. Shots popping from the 4-5. Let me hear your war cry. You ain't never been in no sword fight. They don't want war. Leave that body in skeletal form. They don't want war. They don't want war. No, don't fuck with the devil and born. They don't want war. They don't want war. Leave that body in skeletal form. They don't want war. They don't want war. No, don't fuck with the devil and born.
It's time to take back the throne.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, how are we doing? I'm fucking making everything shake. Ah, it's an earthquake. Wait, what? Yeah, we're gonna go there. There, and there. All right. Yeah, that's the that'd be the reason why I found myself a little quiet than usual. I got cheat sheets. I'm gonna do some predictions today. Yeah, all right. just want to say thank you to everybody that's been showing me support over the last couple of months and everything. We're just going to keep this thing going. It's going to keep on evolving and keep on moving. Love every single one of you guys that have shown love. Every click, every sub. If you like the content, make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button so you know that I'm going live and everything. Hit that like button. Every single little bit of support helps. And make sure that you're tuning in. We play football. Well, I've been playing Madden. Just started playing Madden. Wanted to wait until we get to 100 subscribers. I've been playing the show. A little bit of League of Legends, some Rust, Fortnite. Got a little bit of it all over here at Beansworthy Entertainment. My name's Beans, in case you've ever wondered. But yeah, today marks day number 1 of over here. The Stop Soldier Suicide. Right there behind my phone. But yeah, Stop Soldier Suicide. I'm going to be doing 30 hours of streaming this week. It is a nonprofit organization that is free to any service member, no matter what the length of service or type of service and whatever happened to you. If you've served and you got some tough times going on, contact Stop Soldier Suicide. And even if you're not a soldier, hop over there, tell them Beansworthy Entertainment sent you, or just go over there and give them a donation and everything. Like I said, they're a nonprofit. They're a nonprofit that operates for free. They don't charge for any of their services. So I do know that that everybody's a little indifferent on nonprofits and everything, but they're good. They're a good one and everything. They offer the free services to our loyal veterans that have served for our country. You can have your beliefs on that and everything, but I believe if you signed up and you served and you fought for our country and everything and had that mentality that you were protecting the people over here. Like, I'm not going to take that away. I'm not going to take that away from you. The agendas of the wars, on the other hand, that's politics. We're not going to exactly dive into that on a video game stream. We'll go ahead and save that for like a public discussion or something like that further down the road if we want to ever get into politics here in the Beansworthy Entertainment family. But for now, we're just going to keep it light. But also, just to go into that Stop Soldier Suicide moment, I always tell you guys this, and it is very important over here at the Beansworthy Entertainment family. And it's very important to me that you do not give up. That is, times get hard and you may want to quit and everything, but here it is mandatory that you find a solution and everything. Do not give up. There are people that love you. There are people that care about you. There's always a solution. You don't have to make a rash decision that's going to end up being a shockwave in multiple people's lives and everything. Just reach out. And there's like, we got Stop Soldier Suicide. If you're a soldier over there, up here we've got the Snapchat. Down there is Beansworthy Entertainment. You can look that up on Discord. Come into the Discord and everything and have fun with us. Just make sure, like I always say, be kind and respectful to other people, and most of all, be kind and respectful to yourself. You're the number one person in this world. But don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to anybody else in there. We're trying to be there for each other, and that's the goal. That's the goal with Beansworthy Entertainment. I don't have any ulterior motive of trying to do anything but help people and make some content. And I just hope you guys enjoy the content that I do make. And on that note, we're gonna move into move over here. And today, I wanted to do this on the first week of the season, but here we are, week 3, and we finally got it. Since it is Sunday and everything, and we do have the games going on today, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the games a little bit. We're gonna start with the noon games, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play some Madden, and then I'll probably add in my 2 cents about the afternoon games afterwards, and then maybe come back. This is all brand new to me, so this is just going to be a learning process, just as much as for you guys. But this is a passion of mine. I like sports. I like numbers, statistics, and shoot, I might be wrong, but this is the way that I feel and everything. But all right, let's go. The first one, we've got the Patriots going to New York to face the Jets. And right now, the Patriots, they have won 14 straight against the Jets. So, honestly, my pick right here is going to be the Patriots, and it's going to be because of Bill Belichick. Mac Jones has been consistent as of late. Unfortunately, yes, we all know Aaron Rodgers went down with the torn Achilles. Zach Wilson is back in, and unfortunately, Zach Wilson is 0-4 against the Patriots in his career. So he has not gotten anywhere close to beating Bill Belichick. That also, these first two are the only division matchups. This is an AFC East division matchup, and then the next one's another division matchup and everything. And we've got I've just got notes and everything pretty much down that I just kind of pieced together and printed off. But over on ESPN, they're saying that special teams is going to decide the game. That could be. But my spin on it is just Bill Belichick. He's gonna be good with the play call. They're gonna control the ball. Jets are gonna struggle, even though that they're at home. So yeah, that's my prediction for their Patriots. Score for the game. Probably like 24 paid. Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and write that down too. I'm going to go ahead and give the Patriots 24 points and the Jets will go with 10 points. So, Patriots 24, Jets 10 today. And that's the first noon game. All right, now to our second noon game. We've got the 0-2 Texans going to Jacksonville to face the 1-1 Jaguars. ESPN's trying to say that the Texans actually pull this out, and that ESPN, there's NFL also, that there's a lot of people that say that the Texans are going to pull this off, and that they're going to have a lot of turnovers on Trevor Lawrence and everything. And the Prince, I just don't see that. I just don't see that happening. against a Houston defense that's not really ranked the best in the league. I mean, there's other worse teams, but Trevor Lawrence is starting to figure it out, and I believe that Trevor Lawrence, the Prince, will prevail. And with that, yeah, Texans ranked. There's where it is. The Texans do rank fifth in the league in pressure rate at 44%. And when Lawrence is pressured, he completes 44% of his passes. I feel like that might be a stat that is just a small sample size for this year. I don't think that's his career stats. Maybe it is his career stats. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But the Texans do have a chance to have a positive out of this game, though. C.J. Stroud is through not 2 games, 91 pass attempts, and it doesn't have an interception yet. He has a chance. He had 44 attempts shy of reaching the top 5 longest streaks to begin a career, and going from first to least, or we'll go from least to first. Carson Wentz and Desmond Ridder have 134. Tua had 153. Kyle Allen, 159. Tom Brady, 162. And Dak Prescott is at the top of the list with 176 attempts without getting an interception. So that's something to actually take away, is that actually C.J. Stroud, while the Texans aren't doing anything immaculate and everything, but it looks like CJ's kind of taking the necessary steps to kind of acclimate himself to the game. So this one's going to be a close one. Yeah, we're going to go Jaguars 17, Texans 14. This one I think is going to be the one that actually gets decided closely by that. Yeah, these scores too, I'm going off of the top of my head and everything. But yeah, that's Jaguars. Jaguars beat the Texans at home today. I've got that. Oh, this one. Broncos at Dolphins. This is Dolphins all the way. I don't even... Oh, man. It's looking for back-to-back 3-0 starts under Mike McDaniels, and this is their home opener. They got the best passing offense, and Broncos have the 21st ranked pass defense. So that's a very good matchup. I've got the Dolphins all the way in this one. Mike McDaniel, I love the Dolphins. Honestly, I'm more and more going towards that Dolphins are going to make the Super Bowl kind of for the AFC. And honestly, if Tua stays healthy, Tyreek Hill wants to have a record year. And if Tua stays healthy, I feel like he can hit that mark. I think, what is it, 2K? 2K receiving that Tyreek said that he wants to get this year? Yeah, I think it was 2K receiving that Tua said that, or Tyreek said that he wants to get. And if Tua stays healthy and everything, one thing is that Jalen Waddle, I almost said Jason. Jalen Waddle is ruled out, so he will not be in the game. Jalen Waddle is ruled out and everything. It's just going to be a dominating game at home. The home opener. The fucking Dolphins got the zoomies and everything. And honestly, we'll go back to the whole entire Super Bowl conversation, and it does lie on that offensive line and how that organization handles Tua, because that man was on pace to have one of the best seasons last year, and all the concussions and everything happened, and now he's back again. And I will tell you, at first I didn't really necessarily believe Tyreek Hill when he said that when it comes to necessarily passing the ball versus like the field general aspect that Pat Mahomes has and whatnot. Go and watch Tua throw a. Go and watch Tua. Just go watch Tua's film. That man knows how to put the ball where it needs to be so his wide receiver does not break stride. Now you go over to Pat Mahomes and everything. Yes, he's a better improviser and field general and 2-minute warning, this and that. But you look at the actual passing and everything, and Pat Mahomes really isn't on. But he's got the championship, so Pat Mahomes still is QB number 1 in my opinion. Tua is QB number 2 until all of a sudden he could stay healthy and surpass the bar, pretty much, that Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs have set for a president in the NFL today. But anyway, yeah, again, Dolphins, we'll go, I'm going to go 28. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice to you. We'll go 6. They gave them a couple field goals. Not a high scoring game, but like I said, dominating. I feel like the Broncos aren't gonna touch the end zone at all with that Mike McDaniel defense. Sean Payton's over there and everything, but the Broncos still 0-2. Russell Wilson, Broncos country, let's ride. Still got his. That is crazy too. Is just Wilson has a quarterback rating of 17 versus man coverage this season. Second worst. Kenny Pickett's got the worst. And Dolphins use man coverage at her third or highest rate in the NFL. Yeah, just altogether down bad for the Broncos today. But expect you guys out there with fantasy and everything. Expect for Tua to go out. Tua's gonna ball out. Tyreek's gonna ball out, and then I have a feeling they're gonna put it on the ground. So that means Salvon Ahmed and Gaskin. I think that they got Ahmed and Gaskin out there, I think, still. Those are the running backs, so late game, you'll see some garbage points getting made because they're just going to force feed the ball to the running back because the defense has been dominating all game, and they don't need to put the ball in the air anymore. Unless Tyreek's just like, keep on feeding me the ball, I want these stats. I could see that happening too, but going back to that whole entire issue with Tua and his history with concussions, it's not really good to have him be out there. So kind of gotta keep an eye on that. All right, moving over. We got the Colts in Baltimore at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's versus the Colts pass rush. Yeah, that's gonna be the Colts. Colts are second in the AFC with 8 sacks. They They got 6 last week, and the Ravens are missing a couple of offensive linemen. Fantasy wise, expect Zay Flowers to have a big day. I've got that. Anthony Richardson, he is ruled out, so unfortunately he will not be in there, and that means the backup will be coming in. Oh yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. also is out, so those guys out there that have Nelson Aguilar and have some poor matchups for your wide receivers this week, you can probably get away with putting Aguilar in a flex position and still. But overall, I've got the Ravens winning this one at home. The Colts have injuries. Both sides got injuries, but Lamar is really good at escaping pressure. He's dealt with not having an offensive line throughout his career. So, yeah, even though I'm a Browns fan, I got the Cubs on today. I got to do laundry. The only thing that I have clean is Cubs stuff. Cubs or Clippers. That's my whole entire closet right there is sports. I've got Cubs, Clippers, Browns. Those are my teams. But all right, back to the Ravens and everything. Yeah, it says that the Colts are going to hold the Ravens and that there's going to be the pass rush is going to give Lamar Jackson troubles and everything. But no, I see Zay Flowers having a good week and everything. Aguilar getting in there, and the Ravens still proving that they can get it done on offense and everything. The defense will be behind them. Won't be a close game. I'll probably give it. I'll give the Colts 10 points and the Ravens 21. So, I mean, like, it's going to be a 2-possession game. But I don't see it being necessarily close. But I could be wrong in everything. Again, put Zay Flowers in if you got him. He's going to have a big day. And also, like I said, if you got some low matchups for your receivers and everything, and you got Aguilar. Odell Beckham Jr. is out, so Aguilar can see some action. And if the Colts show a lot of attention to Zay, that's exactly where it's going to go. It's either going to Mark Andrews or Nelson Aguilar. But yeah, 21 Ravens, 10 Colts. Ravens stay undefeated and win at home. And coming to this one, we have the Chargers at Minnesota facing the Vikings. Holy shit. Literally everything on ESPN is about Nick Chubb. But hey, also, Nick Chubb somehow only tore his MCL. Looks a lot better than what originally was thought. Originally was thought 2 surgeries. Looking like they might be able to get away with just 1 surgery. Don't really know, but that was crazy. And you guys can see up right here. I ain't gonna touch it again. That thing's staying on my wall. Even if he never comes and plays it down again for the Cleveland Browns. On Thursday night, I had a buddy come over and watch the game with me. Or not Thursday, Monday. Yeah, it was the Monday game. Duh. Monday Night Football. Had a buddy come over and I fucking took my Nick Chubb plaque off the wall and showed it to him, and then that happened. So yeah, I'm leaving my plaques on the wall. We'll go ahead and mark that up. But okay, moving on. We might as well just go through. Actually no. we're getting close, and this actually is taking a little bit longer. Chargers at Vikings and everything. Yeah, we got two teams that are playing each other that do not have a win, and I see the Vikings coming away with the win, not only because of the fact that they are not just because they're at home, but Herbert hasn't been. Ooh. Apologies for that. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Herbert. I tried to say Herbert's not even going to throw for 200. But one interesting stat is Keenan Allen's only 111 receiving yards away to get to number 2 in Chargers history for receiving yards. And right now it's Lance Allworth at 9,584 yards. And again, Keenan Allen is only 111 receiving yards behind him for that. So, the Chargers secondary is pretty elite, but I see them having a down day today. And this one's going to be a close one, a defensive battle. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go Vikings 17, Chargers 14. I got the Vikings winning. We'll go by a special teams win, 17-14. The secondary, Jay Jettas and Kirk Cousins are finally gonna connect, and we're gonna see that offense start to actually gain some. Yeah, I feel like the Vikings offense is gonna gain some traction. Also, another thing is about Austin Eckler is out, and Vikings. The Vikings are great on the run defense, so. Or no, Vikings have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. And the Chargers are going to have to try to are going to game plan around the run game. And they got Josh Kelly, and I forget they got a rookie out there, I'm believing that I forgot his name. God damn it. But yeah, 17 Vikings, Chargers 14. Vikings win. They get their first win of the year. Chargers still keep going through their struggles of losing a one-score game again. All right, we got the Bills at the Commanders, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the Commanders on this one. The Commanders have actually been staying consistent with it. I feel ESPN said it, and I will agree with them that it's going to be a battle of Josh Allen versus that defensive line. And I feel like Josh Allen's just going to make mistakes. This is going to be the story of this year. Is going to be Josh Allen's turnover issues continue. And the question of how elite is he as a quarterback is going to come into question. But honestly, is there a downgrade in quarterback performance, or is it that across the board these defenses and secondaries, especially with the speed that they have today? I mean, where do we point the finger? Is the quarterback getting bad, or is the defense getting better? I don't know where to really point the finger on this one. But I know that I have watched highlights of. I haven't watched the Bills very many Bills games this year, but I did go through and watch highlights of the first 2 weeks of Josh Allen, and who was it? Like week 1, Whitehead that had the 3 interceptions on him. Completely I just think that there's a lapse of judgment in there, and I feel like the defensive line's gonna get a hold of them. They'll still get a couple, so I'll go up to 21 for the Bills, but we'll give the Commanders 30 points. I'm gonna give the Commanders 30, the Bills 21. Also, Brian Robinson, many men, he's been on a tear. Sam Howell can facilitate that offense, and they're getting wins. They are 2-0 right now, and I feel like they keep on going. Bills are favored on the side as they have won 8 of the last 9 matchups against the Commanders. But I feel like this one might be the one where it switches over. Commanders cornerback Kendall Fuller is off to a hot start with a 9% target rate, being the best among all corners with at least 50 coverage snaps and a .2 yards per coverage snap allowed. And that's from NFL Next Gen. So yeah, Kendall Fuller's out there doing his thing. All right, and we got the Falcons and the Lions. Don't hate me, Metcalf. Rich, if you see this video, don't hate me out there. Don't hate me out there, Lions fans. Ninja. Any of those guys that are out there that are Lions fans, but I know you guys are at home. These Falcons are hot. Bijan Robinson, Brian Many Men Robinson, and then the Falcons got Bijan Robinson. But Bijan Robinson is number 2 in the NFL right now after 2 games, and Desmond Ridder is just proving that, hey, all I gotta do is check the ball down to this guy, and he's gonna fucking get like 10 to 15 yards. Bijan, there was doubts among people about whether or not Bijan was going to be able to perform. I don't think that it was a question of being able to perform at an NFL level. I think people have just seen the players that go into the Falcons organization the last few years and not have success, so they kind of just went off of that. But Bijan, he's proven that he's out there, and that number 8 overall pick, the number 12 overall pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, is going to be out there for the Lions today. So we're gonna have a matchup of a couple of rookie running backs, but Bijan Robinson, I feel like, is going to continue his tear of possibly being Rookie of the Year. Detroit's offensive line's banged up, and the Falcons' defensive line's going to take advantage of that. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on Jared Goff, and it's going to be tough to get those runs started. So I have the Falcons winning. We're going to go ahead and we'll put 24 for the Falcons and 17 for the Lions. Yeah, 24 for the Falcons, 17 for the Lions. Falcons get the dub on the road. Yeah, we're gonna run through them all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left. We got 2 more noon games, the 3 afternoon games. But moving on to the Saints, going to Lambeau. Now Jordan Love has looked very, very good settling into that offense up there in Green Bay. But I feel like today at Lambeau, going against this Saints defense, that he actually has a little bit of an awakening moment. And it's not that he's bad. I just feel like the Saints are going to come in there, and the Saints defense is going to execute well against Jordan Love. Yeah, nothing against Jordan Love's skill level. Of the 135 career passing attempts, only 11 have been at Lambeau Field. Yeah, Jordan Love has never started in Lambeau. So, and it says the Saints are going to hold the Packers to less than 100 rushing yards. That's per NFL. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is out. Love's going to struggle again. Yep. Love's going to struggle against the Saints D. The Packers won't be able to get the running game started. And then you got Derek Carr. Chris Olave is going to have a day. So if you got Chris Olave on fantasy, make sure that you start him. Yeah. Saints are gonna actually have a Saints are gonna have a field day. I'm gonna go 27 for the Saints and 10 for the Packers. Packers will get in, but yeah, Saints are gonna win. Derek Carr, Chris Olave, they're gonna have a day. That defense is gonna give Love. That defense is gonna give Love some good love. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry, everybody. And now to my game, the Titans at the Browns. And unfortunately, I do know that it is my team, but I'm nodding more towards the Titans side. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be all defense. Browns' run defense is top tier, so Derrick Henry's going to have struggles. There's not that much of a passing offense, so our secondary is going to be able to take care of that. But then on the other side of the ball for the Browns, we've got Deshaun Watson. Jerome Ford, honestly, he picked up my attention after the Nick Chubb injury. He went out and he did what he was supposed to do for the team when they needed him last week. So I'm really excited to see how he goes, but against this Titans defense, I feel like he's going to struggle. The offense in general is going to struggle. I feel like that's only. I'm going to give the Browns 7 and the Titans get 17. It's a 10-point win. Titans 17, Browns 7 today. Titans get the win. It's going to be a trench battle. Browns don't have Nick Chubb, so Ford did well last week. But against the Titans defense, I don't see him doing that. And Deshaun Watson has a lot to prove. I don't think that he's going to do it in Tennessee. I don't think that he's going to do it against the Titans, where they are in Cleveland today. But yeah, 17 Titans, Browns 7. And that is it for the noon games. We got all the scores marked down. The videos are going to be saved on YouTube. Which afternoon game do we go with first? We'll go with this one. This one's actually going to be a game. Got the Panthers going to Seattle and everything, and I've got the Seahawks winning. Even though, for some reason, I don't know why. ESPN and fucking ESPN and NFL stats have Andy Dalton coming in to back up because Bryce Young missed practice this week, so it is going to be Andy Dalton starting. And if you bought into any skill players on the Panthers in fantasy, I feel sorry for you. Seahawks, Geno's going to shine today. At home against that Panthers defense. He's going to shine really well. Yeah, they say that Dalton's going to light up a Seattle defense and everything, and that's not going to happen. Andy Dalton is not going to have a game. Kenneth Walker's going to show that defensive line what a running back looks like. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the analysts on that side are thinking like, "Oh my God, this fucking Carolina Panthers. You know what the answer to beat the Seahawks is? Andy Dalton." That's never been the fucking answer to anything. Nothing against Andy Dalton. It's just, come on. Andy Dalton's gonna be the one that's the deciding factor. I don't believe it. I believe Geno shines, even though it is gonna be a high scoring game. We're gonna go ahead and Seahawks 30, Panthers 27. One score game. Yeah, Seahawks 30, Panthers 27. And now we get to the afternoon games that are blatant obvious ones. Our first one is the Cowboys at the Cardinals. These ones I really didn't even have too much notes on because the Cowboys are on a fucking fantastic tear. Best defense in the NFL on the Cowboys side. If you've got players on that Cowboys offense, you go ahead and start them. The Cardinals have been getting good, but the Cardinals have been good at getting to the quarterback, but they haven't had an offensive line to fucking go against, and now they'll finally have an offensive line. So I feel like the Dallas offensive line is going to take care of business. You'll see Tony Pollard have points. It's gonna be a big day for the Cowboys offense. We're gonna go. We're gonna go 28 Cowboys and Cardinals 9. I'm going to give the Cardinals 3 field goals. And that is because they're going to get lucky enough that they get down the field to get into field goal range. And they're actually going to be able to get those field goals in and everything. But no, Cowboys are going to win this game. That's without a doubt. Another game that I might have some friends that are going to not like my take on this. Not necessarily hate my take on it, because my take is real on it. The Bears at the Chiefs. Chicago's going to Arrowhead. They are not going to win that game. Coaching's a problem. Justin Fields is a problem. I had really high hopes for the Bears this year, but then all of a sudden it just came in, and these first 2 weeks have been god awful. I'm from the Midwest. I've supported Chicago teams and everything. Obviously, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. I'm a fan of the Browns though because of reasons, but I'll still give it to them. And I've got a lot of friends that are Bears fans. If I'm gonna pick anybody also out of the NFC North, I'm going with the Bears. And yeah, they've got Pat Mahomes listed on here, and so there's an analyst from NFL .com that said that Pat Mahomes is going to toss 5 touchdowns and 3 of them to Travis Kelce this week. I mean, I got Pat Mahomes in two fantasy leagues, so if he drops 5 today, I've got him starting. I would not be mad at that at all. But please do not embarrass these guys. Even though I've I really think that it's going to happen. Bears at least get a touchdown and a field goal. So I'm going to go 10 for the Bears, but Pat Mahomes and that Chiefs, we're going to go 38 points for the Chiefs. I'm going to go 38 points for the Chiefs, 10 to the Bears. It tries to say first to 7 points wins, and it's been bad for both teams, which it kind of has been true. But it's been a lot worse for the Bears than the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are in Arrowhead. So I feel like they're going to be looking for redemption. And, Bears are probably going to win the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Honestly, in my opinion, maybe look around to possible places to move Fields. Like if you're going to be in those Caleb Williams sweepstakes, you gotta get rid of the quarterback that you do have. Get rid of Fields and get capital so you can grab up on offensive line and build around Caleb Williams. Got Claypool, DJ Moore, and Darnell Mooney out there for Caleb Williams to throw to. So if you get him the protection, that's really I've got friends that I talk to, that the actual Bears fans that are saying Fields is back there just shell shocked. He never got the opportunity to actually settle down in the league. And not only that, but he's also got the curse hanging over his head that he's an Ohio State quarterback. So those guys never do well. But all right, moving along again. We got the Steelers at the Raiders. And I got the Steelers coming away with this one, even though they fucking took Nick Chubb. Thank God that they're actually starting to talk about it. We're bringing back Nick Chubb, because I've seen a couple of reports that they're actually going to work on the process of coming up with something to protect the legs of these running backs, because I don't want to say that Fitzpatrick going after Nick Chubb's knee was intentional, but I got my feelings. Fantasy owners, if you got Devontae Adams, he's going to have a good day. Jimmy G's going to get the ball to him, and he's got 116 straight games with a reception, the 5th longest active streak in the league. Behind Hopkins, Kelce, Stephon Diggs, and Zach Ertz. But with that Steelers, Adams is gonna probably get a couple touchdowns, so I'll give the Raiders 17, but the Steelers are gonna hit. I'm gonna go 28 for the Steelers. With that, J.J. Watt and the Steelers defense is gonna be dominating and whatnot against that Raiders offense. It says that Josh Jacobs gets his first 100-yard rushing game, and I don't see the game plan for the Raiders going that way. I don't feel like they're going to be in a situation where they have the ability to run the ball like that against the Steelers. But there we go, and that's Week 3's predictions from Beans. Worthy entertainment. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see what ends up happening and how close I was, and Hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. We're going to move over. I've got my PS5 fired up. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of games in on Madden before the games start. It's 11:08. Let me get over here. We got one view. Good. Why is the Indianapolis Colts just a fucking... What? Yeah, no. Why? Oh, now all of a sudden it's like... Oh my god.
Dolphins. And in this year's Mayflower Moving Truck Bowl, Phil.
Oh god, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Marvelous Jackson and the Ravens looking to stay perfect as Gardner Minshew.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, yeah, that's just what I need is to get caught up in that. Alright, we're over here. Yep. Getting everything set up. Now let's get over to the PS5. And of course the PS5... I literally had this set up. I set it up every time before the stream goes live. Just to make sure everything's alright. And then all of a sudden I'll go live and it's all fucked up.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game. I fucked up. There we go. Let's go, baby.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets.
You awake, buddy?
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They will start this drive with 4. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies.
God damn it.
That's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they turn to Ford. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and
Lucky as
inside
hell.
the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he gets this inside the 35.
Let's go, Ford!
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's
That's a tutty!
down.
Chief David
A 12-yard
Njoku.
touchdown grab. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there.
Oh.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose
Fucking
guard in
cheap
there and an
motherfucker.
three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives them back.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped immediately.
Oh,
Third down and 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Like, this guy really went in and grabbed an injured player.
Rodgers stays on the field.
Fucking bloodline's weak, bro.
It's Rodgers. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They try again with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a dump off here complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Kareem Hunt back in Cleveland.
Here's Watson. He'll be taken.
God
Let's
damn.
get in there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Throwing on second and long. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
What are you doing?
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Money Mac.
By the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long. This defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the...
Let's go!
Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going
Myles Garrett.
Get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going.
Jesus, really?
And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. Browns still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this time will be intercepted.
Sauce. God damn it.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. This is caught inside the 15. And the way in. Touchdown.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alan Lazard. 68 yards. And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
What a fucking
try
run.
and get to the ball even faster.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right.
That's a tutty! Oh!
Deshaun Watson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 21.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that one.
Oh my God! Not on Ward!
Manage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
When you get into the second half,
Fucking Ward's gonna get that done on him? Oh my God.
Bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to take the lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Dumbass.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Bill Belichick.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. On the ground, it's Ford. 80 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another
Damn, it was right at his hands, and he fucking just gets it ripped
Jets
out.
Offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offense. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Why don't you pick that up?
All the way up here, those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offense defensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football.
God damn it.
Easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
Myles Garrett.
Cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. The jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rodgers going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
throw it away.
Where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of.
Apparently, the throwaway button isn't one of those.
How you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
No!
Incomplete. Trying to dial up the
always fucking out of reach.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Watson now to throw. He's got it.
There we go.
That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Let's go!
Amari Cooper, 93 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got it to the 43 here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, take 26.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Bitch!
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Cook. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the...
All right, be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom quick. Oh, my back. All right.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
God damn,
man, that's Hardman. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for
I got the Browns game on my second monitor right over here.
If you give him any type of blocking, always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run with Ford. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back in his own 49.
This is Ford. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0
Figure out
lead.
your own shit, dude. Fucking goddamn it.
So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dalvin Tomlinson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up there?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Oh, I thought I was going to be able to make that crease.
Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He finds his man complete. It's fourth. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 73 yards. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Rodgers now on first down. And that
Newsom, you got to pull that down.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's second and 10. Here's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Loose
Jesus.
inside the 10.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite side.
On the shores of Lake Erie.
Saw the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run it again with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Cook breaks the tackle. He's got room.
What the fuck?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Round 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Are you fucking kidding me? Another one? God damn, just get me the fuck out of this game.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yep, Ford's just not doing anything against that defensive line for Tennessee.
About to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty.
And now Watson throws another.
How the fuck?
Picked up by DJ Reed. Now he's loose at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And what was
this?
this?
At the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Cook running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Play clock down to 0.
I don't care about this game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
His ankles!
Good for 5.
The man's got a family!
Well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Oh, fantastic.
Back to throw, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This a 2nd and 8. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come.
And Elijah Moore fumbles it. And I started him
today. A lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,
fucker!
The top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of.
Yeah, this guy. Sorry, that is it for me today. We got football going on. Let's go home. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go home. Money McCorkle Jones. Meanwhile, over here, Browns are up by 3. So that ain't bad. I'm going to put this back on. Yeah, Browns are up by 3. Almost the end of the first quarter. I'm going to go and I'm going to watch some football. You guys have a good day. Thank you for hopping in. If you had fun, hit that subscribe button if you like the content. Be kind and respectful to each other, and most of all, be kind and respectful to yourself. You're the number one person in this world. Nobody matters more than you do. And also, you're not allowed to give up. Go over to Stop Soldier Suicide. That's what we're doing this week and everything. Starting today till the end of the month and everything, I'm going to get 30 hours of streaming it for you guys. But I just wanted to get today in and out. Had my predictions at the beginning of the stream. Let's see how they go. So far, the Patriots are winning 3-0. But, alright. Thank you guys. Love you all. See you next time.
It starts with a spark. Lights out, we all go dark. This night we ignite. Rise up, let's all take flight. It starts with a spark. Lights out, we all go dark. This night we ignite. Rise up, let's all take flight. Rise up, let's all take flight. It starts with a spark. Lights out, we all go dark. This night we ignite. Rise up, let's all take I've been too comfortable, feeling nothing at all. Think it's time for a change. I've been afraid of nerves, figured they'd only hurt. I just need to have faith. Keep me from keeping me down. Even me out. Free me, so I'm not afraid. Gotta let it go. Let it flutter. Let it flutter. Gotta let it go. I'm over catching. I'm over catching. Gotta let it go. Let it flutter. Let it flutter. Gotta let it go. Let it flutter. Let it flutter. So what if I make a fool? My ego can only bruise. It's nothing that I can't take. It's better than being numb, waiting for sleep to come, so I can dream about change. Gotta let it go. Let it flutter. Let it flutter. Gotta let it go. should know, but I can't find out where they all came from. 'Cause if they act like I act, do what I do, they end up like me too. And I'll know why I'll let the sun rise on its own. When the sky turns upside down, I'll fade into you like I always do. Wake up, repeat it, it's getting too deep. Wake up, repeat it, can't change but I keep on blaming myself, saying this time it's no dream, and then I go back to sleep. Then I go back to sleep. Wake up, repeat it, it's getting too deep. Wake up, repeat it, can't change but I keep on blaming myself, saying this time it's no dream, but then I go back to sleep.
Don't wait too